perfect first shot.
It was. I think there's an element of safety in that, you know. He couldn't leave anything, but it's well played. Now, does he cut the blacking where he is? I think the answer is no. He's retreating up the table, taking his point, 1 point and running. But that's not a good shot because Liu Honghao might be tempted by this long red. Just off straight. See, it's strange, isn't it? You're actually seeing players refuse shots more than ever in the shootout, which is not saying it's wrong, but it's the opposite to what you might think what they would do.
Yeah, I've always thought Alan's game is suited to this sort of format. He's fast anyway, 10th on the list of the average shot times, and he always seems to, when he's in making breaks, he keeps tight control of the white, so breaks don't take long to make.
Nearly an outrageous fluke. What a place for it to finish. Left the red. Yeah, I think with Mark Allen, you're right, he's quick. One of the reasons he's quick is because he doesn't actually hit cushions very much when he's potting balls, because you don't have to hit a cushion if you're potting a ball anyway, but I've seen him get in and make 50 or 60, ball hasn't touched the cushion, so it's what you're saying, he's got very tight control. And that's when he's at his best, of course.
6.
Yes, and he's not a shrinking violet. It'd be a home in this sort of environment. Well, from what looked a promising opening,
7.
just 7.
It's just a black off the spot miss, isn't it? That's in whatever form of the game, it hurts to do that. I think he was trying to nick an angle. How's that not gone in, by the way? What's it about the draw about 10 times?
1.
Well, Liu Honghao was introduced as the virtuoso, that's because he's a very talented pianist.
Well, he's got a lot going for him, isn't he, as a player, and like you say, the fact that he can do other things outside of snooker. Very gifted young man.
8.
I think that World Championship whitewash at the hands of Sean Murphy, look, it didn't do him any good, did it? Let's be honest. His experience of playing at the Crucible was a pretty torrid one. You've got to get there, but to be whitewashed for the second time in Crucible history by anybody, it can't be the way that he wanted last season to end. And as good as he is, he hasn't quite gone on with his form this season. He looked terrific last season. He's very much
21.
one to keep an eye on, though. Very fine player. He's not the most gifted of all the Chinese players. Left-hander, you think, well, you know, he's got something special, but he has to work hard.
28.
Changed his mind on the shot. Can stop him. And I think he's got just an angle top side of the blue, so he's all right.
So the missed black from Mark Allen beginning to look costly for him.
34.
Well, I mean, this black rattled a lot in the jaws. Just watch this. I mean, it's hit. Goodness me. It did it so firmly and it stayed over the pocket. There's an indication how close it was to going in.
40.
He had obviously he's one of those Chinese players and one of the left-handed players that uses the rest right-handed. Because he uses the rest right-handed, the gloves on his hand he grips secure with the rest looks a bit unusual. But nothing else is unusual. He's playing very well here. One opportunity and he's done this.
48.
40 in front, so needs to keep going.
There's an argument here not to go for one, you know. I mean, I don't know if that's how he thinks. Yeah, I think that's a very canny shot.
It's interesting though, because obviously playing to the clock and the lead he's got.
Honghao, 49.
But it can go one of two ways. He might have knocked the blue in and cleared up. Alan McManus is an advocate of not going for shots at the end of frames. Listened to him earlier on. He seemed to be getting quite angry. He's up in the green room now listening to this, but seems to be getting furious with players daring to pop balls at the end of frames. He's a stickler. And of course he's playing the Rocket tomorrow night. It's not happening, is it? There's still time, but it's going to have to be something soon has got to happen in favour of Mark Allen. And Lu Honghao is not going to do anything that he's going to bring him back into the frame here. Don't need to take any risks. It's going to keep him at bay for another couple of minutes, and then it's too many points in too little time. Well, he hasn't got it off here, and that would have been the only way back, I think. It's a pretty clinical performance from Lu Honghao.
1.
Again, I don't think he has to go for the black here. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he? They both hit a cushion, the Cuban object ball.
Well, this has got to go in. Simple as that.
It's almost a virtuoso performance. That's the nickname he's got because he plays the piano, but he's absolutely concocted a way of winning this frame.
Yeah, and as you say, he's been clever in the way he's gone about it.
But the point is, Dave, you have to score at the start and get the points on the board, and then, you know, if there's a chance to nurse that lead along and protect it, then that's what you do. It's a classical way of winning a shootout frame, this.
Absolutely. As I said earlier, the imperative is on the player behind to go for them and take on the risky ones, not if you're in front. And this is over now, surely. Already a snooker needed.
Lu Honghao.
Mark Allen's coming forward to shake hands.
Lu Honghao.
So as much as you can have an upset in this format, I guess that is one. Mark Allen, the world number 7, beaten in the first round. It all went wrong when he missed that black early on, and Lu Honghao played a very clever frame of snooker, and he is through to the last 64 of this snooker shootout after the break. Poland